Playing through LEGO DC Supervillains, it's hard not to make comparisons to 2016's Suicide Squad film. Whereas the critically panned movie favored style over substance, LEGO DC Supervillains is both stylish and jam-packed full of fun action. With a surprisingly engaging plot, a huge amount of variety, and enjoyable fan service, there is a ton to love in Traveler's Tales' latest LEGO game.
You vile villains of villainy!
Huh?
In LEGO DC Supervillains, the Justice League has officially gone missing. A mysterious group of Justice League-esque villains show up and call themselves the Justice Syndicate, but in actuality, they're the reason for the Justice League's disappearance, and they're only here to assist Darkseid in his evil plans for obliteration. Like LEGO Marvel Superheroes and LEGO Batman 2 before it, LEGO DC Supervillains is an open-world game with missions that whisk you away to segmented levels and interior destinations. You can explore Gotham, Metropolis, and other DC Universe locations as you complete missions and challenges all across the overworld. LEGO DC Supervillains has one of the best voice casts of any game ever. In addition to Kevin Conroy, Mark Hamill, and Tara Strong reprising their iconic roles as Batman, the Joker, and Harley Quinn from Batman the Animated Series, respectively, Michael Ironside is back as Darkseid for the first time in over a decade, and Nathan Drake voice actor Nolan North joins the cast to voice Ultraman. This all helps elevate an otherwise by-the-numbers comic story into something special for the LEGO series. While some other LEGO games have experimented with character creation a bit, in LEGO DC Supervillains, your handcrafted villain really is at the core of the story. You have a lot of control over how they look, play, and eventually even their powers as you discover new ones. But if you don't care much about crafting your own custom rule breaker, fear not, you can switch to anyone in the roster at almost any time. Like previous LEGO adventures, co-op works great and leads to some really fun team-ups that you wouldn't likely find in comics and movies. It reminds me a bit of playing with action figures as a kid and imagining partnerships that I'd never see on the big screen. Though the character selection helps keep things interesting, the combat and puzzles in LEGO DC Supervillains are simple and repetitive, which is a longtime LEGO series problem. Also, the focus on villains never jives well with the kiddie tone and style, and the mashup of evil villains and LEGO cartooniness feels like a bit of an identity crisis. LEGO DC Supervillains is definitely more of a LEGO game than a DC game. If you enjoy DC heroes and villains as characters and don't mind the simplistic gameplay and kid-friendly tone, then you'll like LEGO DC Supervillains' super-powered romp through Gotham and Metropolis. Other than the shift in focus to villains, greater and lesser, this doesn't reinvent the LEGO wheel. The massive list of playable characters doing LEGO things in big cities is a familiar formula, but the all-star voice cast helps elevate the story and action to make this a bit more than just kid-pandering fan service. For more LEGO, check out our review of LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2, or watch LEGO DC Supervillains launch trailer. And for everything else, keep it right here at IGN.